Everybody on YouTube's telling you to get out there and mow that yard as frequently as possible. And while this isn't a bad tip, what if you just simply can't do this? Rain, weather, kids, work. There's all kinds of things that come up in life that are gonna keep you from getting out there and mowing that lawn. I've got 5 tips on what I do when my lawn gets overgrown. Tip number 1, just don't stress. This is grass, it's gonna grow. You may have to cut a little bit more off sometimes in that 1/3 rule. You may scalp that Bermuda down and show some of that brown stuff every once in a while. Don't worry about it, it's just grass, it'll grow back. Do not stress if you can't get out there. Things you can't control like life, work, weather, don't worry about it. You're gonna get out there and cut that lawn and it's gonna look fine. Tip number 2, just raise that mower deck up a little bit. It can actually help your grass if you're going into a drought type period. So take and adjust your height up 1 notch, and that's gonna help you as far as mowing through that overgrown lawn. Here's that overgrown Bermuda lawn. Let's check it out. I'll show you up close how tall it is. For Bermuda, it's very tall. Here's my next tip. Double cut if you need to. So go in one direction and then go in the other direction. Use your side discharge and double cut this lawn if you need to. All right, let's talk a little bit more about side discharge versus mulching and why side discharging is your best option if you've got an overgrown or a tall, thick lawn. So first example right here, you can see a deck that has a side discharge chute on it. Your clippings are gonna clear, so when your blade's spinning, it's gonna chop those clippings once and it's gonna shoot them out the side, keeping that deck free from bogging down. Now, on the other hand, mulching, you've got that side chute blocked off, usually in some form of a mulching plate, or some new mowers don't even come with a chute. They're just mulching mowers and that's it. You have to get an accessory to put on the back of them to shoot that grass out. Mulching is gonna chop those clippings up, which is great if your lawn is not super thick or tall, but in reality, those clippings are spinning around in there, it's sucking them up, and it's chopping them while you're trying to cut that new grass also that you're pushing through. You're gonna clog up, you're gonna bog down. So side discharge is gonna be your best option if you have a tall, overgrown lawn. All right, tip number 4, believe it or not, this tool does not cut your grass, but a leaf blower can be your best friend when your yard is overgrown. So when you do your double cut or even just your single cut with your lawnmower, you're gonna side discharge those clippings out and you may be left with some clumpy grass or clippings on the lawn. What I do is I go back over with my leaf blower and I'll just blow across the lawn to get those clippings blown either off of the lawn over into a nature area, or what it'll do is it'll blow those clippings off the top and break those clumps up so they can break down. They're gonna get down, worked into the turf, and you're gonna have a much nicer, cleaner looking lawn. I do this almost every time I cut actually during the summer because Bermuda grass grows so quickly that even when I'm mowing every 4 or 5 days, I'll side discharge and end up with some grass clippings just left on top of the lawn. The leaf blower just quickly gone over it after I mow, gives it a nice finished look. All right, here's my last tip, lay off that fertilizer. Fertilize as often as you need to, but don't over fertilize your lawn. This is only gonna lead to growing, and mowing. You don't wanna put too much fertilizer on that lawn. Otherwise, if you can't get out there and maintain it, you're gonna have bad results because you're gonna constantly be fighting an overgrowing lawn. So lay off that fertilizer if you can't get out there often enough to mow. Nice sunshiny day, and here is the results. I think it looks pretty darn good. What do you think? All right, so that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.